Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, and today I'm doing a quick review for Saga of Sins on Xbox. Now, this was released onto the Xbox Store on the 30th of March 2023, and it's playable on Xbox Series X and S consoles. Now, it's developed by Bonus Level Entertainment and published by Just for Games, and they were kind enough to send me a copy to do this review, so big thank you to them for that. Now, this game is like a very hidden sort of indie gem that I don't think enough people are talking about. I didn't even know it sort of existed until I was sent a copy, and I jumped straight into it. So this game is a sort of side-scrolling action-adventure game with platforming sections. In it, you play as a cleric called Cecil. He's come back from like the Holy Crusade, returned to his home village of Sinwell, and it's sort of ravished with plague. Now, the game features a gorgeous sort of art style inspired by the Dutch painter, who I cannot 100% pronounce his name right, Hieronymus Bosch, who's from like 1450 to 1516, and they've based the art style obviously on this sort of stained glass sort of style, and it looks fantastic. It definitely has it looks like a stained glass window mixed with those old medieval sort of portraits and the old medieval sort of historical documents you used to see, the tapestries, and it looks fantastic. Now, in this game, you will basically be given the power to enter the people's minds to free them from sin. So, when you enter their mind, you will transform into one of 4 unique demon creatures, and you'll fight off the 7 deadly sins to free the village. Now, you start off being able to play as a werewolf, which can sort of fire projectiles and has an ability to break certain wall segments with its howl. Then as you progress, you do unlock more variety as you progress through the story. So you start with a werewolf, you then end up with a gargoyle who can then set things on fire, which can be used to solve puzzles and also unlock sort of blocked paths. You then unlock a mighty griffin who has the ability to climb walls that have got vines on them and stuff like that. And I don't want to spoil the last one for you, but there is a cool one at the end. But you've got to play the story because they slowly progress through the story. You basically repair these windows and they slowly but surely get revealed to you. And there is a really cool plot. It's got a nice sort of interesting story filled with loads of sort of twists and turns and stuff like that. The game also features multiple endings. I don't want to give it away, but it is really cool. There's a lot of voice acting in the game as well, which is nice. It's not the best voice acting I've ever heard, but it's pretty decent. Now, not only is there a good quality of sort of presentation in how the game looks, but there are abilities you can unlock. So there's a skill tree, and you basically pick up the coins dropped by enemies, and you can spend these on a skill tree to increase your monster's abilities, increase your sort of health and stuff like that. And it gives you a reason to sort of try and find all of the secret chests in each of the levels to get more and more of the money. Now, once you've unlocked more than one monster, you can switch between these on the fly, which is nice. So instead of it just being the one monster per level, you can switch between them, say with a click of a button. You end up sort of switching between them multiple times throughout each of the missions, and there are over 30 sort of mines to enter, so there's a lot of levels to go through. There's boss fights which are crazy. You've probably seen one on this video here, across a variety of different chapters. Now, not only are there these sinners' brains the levels, there are also innocent levels, which are children and stuff like that who are not sinning, basically. And if you go into these, there's little levels where you have things to do in there that aren't necessarily action. They're more puzzle based and riddles, and you complete them and you get rewarded, basically. The first one, you have to light braziers and stuff like that, but you don't you can enter it before you have the gargoyle, so you end up having to go back to it with the gargoyle to light all the braziers, basically, to complete the puzzle. Now, enemies in this game look fantastic. There's some really great character designs in this game. The overall gameplay is pretty fun as well. Like I say, I like the combat. I like the sort of the way it plays. I like that there's a mix between action and puzzle levels. But it does get a little bit repetitive as you progress through the game. Like I say, by the end of the game, you've just seen and done it all, basically, which is a shame. But at least the different environments have, and the different sins, should I say, have very sort of contrasting environments to play through. So they're pretty cool, and finding all the new enemies and stuff as you progress is awesome, coming up against all the bosses and stuff. But like I say, it isn't perfect. Like I say, it's a little slow. It could have been a bit faster. It does play a bit more like a Metroidvania, but without the exploration as such. There are hidden areas to get into, but not as many as you would expect in a Metroidvania, and the levels are much more linear than like a Metroidvania would be. And yeah, basically the leveling up is also basically just get coins, level up, get coins, level up. But overall, not too bad at all. Fun little game, and I quite enjoyed it. And if you like this sort of style, you probably should check it out. Now, like I say, it is only playable on Xbox Series X and S consoles. It is also available on PC as well. And yeah, it's priced at £16.74. So check it out. Like I say, it's available right now on the Xbox Store. I've not seen many people talking about it, but it's a very enjoyable game. Not super difficult to get to the end of either, and it's not extremely long. Like I say, you can play through it bit by bit, just a couple of levels at a time. Each of the levels are only 5-10 minutes long, so you're never going to get like super bored of it unless you just sort of blitz through it all at once. But having those alternate endings and stuff give it a little bit more replayability to want to go back and see how things could change. But that's it for this video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more gaming content. Bye for now.